Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, this is Lithium017 from my channel Nintendo Collecting 101, bringing you collecting tip number 52. This one's called bidding on eBay. In my previous collecting tip number 51, I talked about searching on eBay. So here we are, we're on eBay, and we already found some great items to bid on. So I'm just going to go through some of the things that you definitely want to look for when bidding. Before you bid, there are several things that you should do. Number one, make sure the item is what you are looking for. This is a Super Nintendo box controller that I would like to get. So first of all, make sure the item's the right one. Look at the pictures. If there's not any pictures, then maybe don't get it. You want to make sure the item is what you want. So the controller there, it's got some little manuals in it. I want to check here the condition. It says it's used, but it says it's fully operational right there. I do want to make note that it says no refund, no return, so it better work. So that's number one. Make sure it's the item that you want. Number two, make sure that they can ship to you. This person's in Canada. Represent Canadians. I am Canadian if you did not know. So this item is in Canada. Obviously, they can ship to me. Keep in mind this shipping price. That's quite a bit for shipping something. Maybe this has a little bit of weight. So make sure they can ship to you. Then you want to look at their feedback. I only buy items usually from people who have 98% feedback or better, and people that have already sold 10 things or had 10 transactions. And you can see that number right here, it's 19. I'm in the 150s. That's about how many things I've bought on eBay, and that's a lot. Some of those are bulk. Some of them are just single games. So definitely make sure the seller has positive feedback. If they're below 10, you may want to consider not buying from them because it's more of a high risk. And that's my personal preference. You make up your own rules for yourself. So finally, now we can start bidding on the item if it's what we want. I already have placed some bids on this item. And you'll note this is at $16.65, a very strange amount. That was me. So what I do when I bid, I always bid a really odd amount. Why? Because someone who puts in, maybe I have to bid right now 17.15 or more. So if someone puts in, just say 17.15. If I put in right now 17.19, maybe I would win it above them. So I'm going to try and place that bid now, going a little bit higher than what's suggested. And I didn't win it. So when I don't win it, you can always bid again. So this screen will come up and it'll tell you right down here, this is what you need to bid to get it. So now I need to bid 18. Let's go 23. Why not? Something random, just a little bit higher. So I'm feeling out the auction. I'm feeling out how high it is, and I'm just not getting it. So now this is above my maximum price with shipping in mind. I don't want to spend more than like $30 for this, so I'm done. Because why? I kept my max price in mind. So when you're bidding, always have your maximum price in mind. So I'm done with this item. I'm going to close that down. This is a new one. This is something that I am the highest bidder on. So it's not in great shape. It doesn't even ship to Canada, so this wasn't very wise for me to bid on this, but I'm very unlikely to win this item. But right now what I'm having is I have a maximum bid, so I can increase my maximum bid. I am currently winning this auction at $5.28. My maximum bid is $10.31. I don't think that will win it. Let's go to 11.35. So make sure you're putting in a decimal. 11.35, place bid, confirm bid. Now my maximum bid is a little bit higher. So now it says right down here 11.35. So even though I increased that max bid, when we close this, it still only says 5.28. And when it only says 5.28, if someone bids $6, then it will say you don't have the max bid, and it will keep doing that until someone bids 50 cents or $1 more than 11.35. The bidding increments go up, but it will always tell you how much more you need to bid. So that's an item that I'm winning. Here's a brand new item in my saved watch list that just came up. It's Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and it looks like it's in decent shape. It's not in the best shape, and it has everything that I'm looking for. This seller might not ship to Canada, but when it's a cent right now, I will put something up. So first of all, maybe put out your 1 cent bid, confirm bid. There it is. So then, there's my bid. I'm the winner right now, but I don't think it's going to win for 1 cent. Right now, it just needs to be 5 cents more. It will always tell you what the increment is going to be. So I'm going to click, I don't think I'm going to win with that. I'm going to increase my max bid again, and I'm going to go up to, let's say, $5.11. Why not? That's lucky. So I'm going to confirm that, and this is always a good idea to go up a little bit higher than you think. But keep in mind, always, always, always keep in mind your maximum price you're going to bid with shipping in mind, because sometimes it just gets away from you. You don't want to get too attached to an auction. You want to be able to get out of it. That's very important. When the auction finally ends and you win an item, so let's go to my purchase history. I have an item here that I won, and this one is from Europe, which is kind of crazy. So these ones are from Europe. Here's one that's actually from Japan. So what you can do is you can mark as payment sent if you've already sent it, but you can click on that item that you've already won. This screen will come up. It'll ask you to pay now. Before you pay now, if you have any questions, you need to ask them. So see original listing. So this is the original listing right here. And right here, there's usually ask a question. If there's not, you can still ask a question by clicking on the person's name. This screen will come up. Right here it says contact member. Make sure you click that. And now you can actually send them an email. I always click other here and I go to continue. And then here I can enter a topic. My main topic usually is Canadian collector. And even though it says hey or whatever there, I usually put in my own hello. Hello there. And then I usually type a nice proper email. Not gibberish. Like, don't put in gibberish. Don't put in... I'll show you an example of a really bad email I always get. Hi. How's much Manny? Seriously, I get emails like this from buyers. It's terrible. So, hey there. Thank you so much for posting the item. And now, if you want to combine items, this is when to ask. Is there any possible way you could combine the item? The items and ship them to me in one package. And then I say my name, and then you would hit send, and you can also send a copy to your own email. So have proper emails, people. If you're done all of that and all you want to do is pay, then you can click on the item, and obviously here you go to pay now, and that's where you enter in all of your private information. So I'm not going to show you that screen. So when you win, it's a bit of a rush. This is obviously bidding is just with auctions. Hopefully this was helpful. The main things that I want you to do is pay attention. Is it the right item, number one? Number two, does it work? Number three, do they ship to you? Number four, how is the feedback? Number five, what is the max bid you will keep in mind? So those are the main tips for today. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description below the video.